Hi, shalom, and welcome to or welcome back to Who Knew It Was Jewish? We are on episode 88, and today's topic is olive oil. Mae Questel was born September 13th, 1908 in Bronx, New York, to a Jewish family. Questel studied acting at the American Theater Wing and the Theater Guild. Although she wanted to be an entertainer, her parents, who were Orthodox Jews, actively discouraged her from doing so, at one point even forcing her to leave the Theater Guild school. Nevertheless, at the age of 17, Questel won a talent contest held at the RKO Fordham Theater in the Bronx by intimidating actress and singer Helen Kane. She was signed by an agent and began performing in vaudeville as an impersonator. Billed as Mae Questel, personality singer of personality songs, she did impressions of Fanny Brice, Marlene Dietrich, Eddie Cantor, Mae West, and Maurice Chevalier, and many others, as well as doing animal imitations. She was seen by animator Max Fleischer, who was then looking for an actress to provide the voice for Betty Boop. Questel's boop boopy doop routine, done in a similar style to the version Helen Kane created, while at the same time evoking something of the naughty allure of film star Clara Bow, was exactly what Fleischer wanted, and he hired Questel in 1931. She began as one of a number of actresses providing the characters' voices, but soon took over as the role exclusively. From 1931 until 1938, Questel provided the voice of Betty Boop in more than 80 animated shorts, the longest running for any actress doing that voice. During the 1930s, she released a recording on the good ship Lollipop, which sold more than 2 million copies. In 1988, she reprised her role as Betty Boop in a cameo appearance in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which was Questel's most extensive work for Disney. She had provided brief additional voices for some of Disney's earlier films. In 1919, E.C. Seeger created Olive, Popeye, and many other characters for his comic strip Thimble Theater. The strip was later named Popeye after the sailor character that became the most popular member of the cast. However, Olive Oyl was actually a main character for a decade before Popeye's 1929 appearance. Beginning in 1933, Questel provided the voice for Olive Oyl in the Max Fleischer Popeye cartoons. She made her debut, I Eats Me Spinach, and essentially became the permanent voice until her hiatus to start a family in 1938. She reportedly based Olive's nasal voice quality and expression, oh dear, and the character after the character actress Zazu Pitts. Questel returned as the voice of Olive Oyl in 1944 after the studio reorganized as Famous Studios. Paramount Pictures had returned to New York, a role in which she would remain until 1962. Stay tuned for the connection between this week's episode and next week's. So definitely tune in next week for a all new episode. I certainly hope you enjoyed today's. Please don't forget that if you have any ideas or suggestions for a future episode, that you leave it in the comment section, that you contact me through any of my social media platforms, or just simply email me at simplyhappymarlo@gmail.com. If I look into your suggestion and see that it does have a Jewish history to it, I will not only make sure to make an episode about it, but I will also make sure to mention you in that video. And don't forget, last but not least, we have merch. As you are seeing this, I haven't gotten the merch yet, but by the time this video is out, there will be merch. So please, please, please make sure to support that endeavor, buy any of the merch pieces that you'd like. I certainly hope you enjoy it, and it just gives you another way of supporting this series. Thanks again, and like I said, don't forget to tune in for next week's episode. See you then.